Hello! Welcome to our first photography session. Today we're gonna have a look at how to photograph things at home without any professional lighting, just using the light source from the window, a couple of cards as reflectors, and just our various props. We're gonna start on biscuits today. I've chosen purposely all British made biscuits, although some of them are a little bit alteration. This time it's difficult to find a real one, and we're going to use several backgrounds, and let's have a look at the composition. I would call this flat lay photography, because we're going to be focusing from above, so it's kind of bird's eye view, and it's mostly about how you compose them, look at the patterns, how it works together with a background, whether you want contrasted background or whatever you want this similar color background. Yeah, and let's keep it simple. So let's get going. Starting with what are these called? Rings, I think. Right, I'm gonna organize them here in some kind of pattern, obviously. Very organized. Right, you can keep it the same color, all of them the same color, or mix them up. I don't have enough of each color to mix them perfectly up, so I think I'm gonna go with one odd one in a set. Let's see how is that gonna look. Yeah, there were loads of them broken in the pack. They are also as well tiny bit damaged, so obviously we will retouch that in Photoshop. Right, so I'm gonna make sure, obviously to be 100% sure you would have to have a tripod over your slate, yeah, but I'm not gonna bother with that, so I'm gonna try to keep really nicely flat, just over it, really lean over it. Yeah, now when you look at your view, obviously I'm not, everybody will set it their way. I have got settings 250th shutter speed and 3.5 aperture and 400 ISO. Now when I shot it, not checking for the exposure, but how they're gonna look, because I can see in my picture this one is not in the right place. They are a little bit messy, so let's give it another go. That looks better. Again, I'm gonna put them tiny bit more, just play around with them, yeah, put them close a little bit, make that nice pattern. So you don't want it to look very messy. You don't want, certain things work with like just chucking it there and, you know, it works, but I think that these ones, they actually don't. Now, I think only with, as I said, not to do many props, but with this one I quite like, because that slate is dark, I quite like to put a bit of sugar on it. Yeah, well, let's see, let's have a look, and you know, you can always tell me which one did you prefer, whether without sugar and with, or with sugar added. Again, lean over it. Oh, I quite like this one better. But we are all different. You might prefer the other one nicely clean. Okay, so I'm done with this, I think. I didn't use any reflector from the side. But I don't mind. Let's have a look tiny bit quickly how it would. I'll go only small card, I'll prop it here next to it. Let's see how it's gonna look with the reflector. They don't have a very huge shadows. I think there is very little difference. Okay, so that was these nice colourful rings on a slate. Yeah, I'm gonna bring different biscuits. Let's have a jammy. Let's have a jammy Dodgers, although they didn't have a jammy Dodgers. But they are very similar things, these ones. 2, 4. Do we like 4 only, or do we want 6? I'm gonna do them on that slate again, because that's nice contrast. Oh, tiny bit dark, as the biscuits are slightly darker as well. God, my hands are shaking. I'm gonna, as well with these ones, I'm gonna bring it just a tiny bit to me and give them. Oh, I think I've done too much with the sprinkling there. Oh well, let's have a look. Make sure you're focusing on actual biscuits rather than your focusing point goes in the middle on that slate. Fab, I think they look lovely. I would eat them. I'm gonna try these ones as well on a different surface because just because I can. So I'm gonna go with the red one. I've got this red tray here, which I normally use for Christmas. It's got massive scratch on it though. So again, I'll have to be a bit of photoshopping unless I organize them just nicely over that scratch. Well, that's gonna work perfectly actually. Brilliant. Let's see. I have to go a little bit higher over these. Carefully, obviously, with reflective materials if you're using as a background, because you will reflect in it as you are bent over it. Right, in these ones, definitely you need to have a reflector on the other side because they are quite big, chunky biscuits, and it does looks darker on the other side, quite dark, which I don't like. Nice. I'm gonna try them in 4 as well. How they're gonna look. Notice that that if you're making pattern, obviously 4, 6, 8 is good. If you're making line, oh, this one is out of the sync a little bit. So it's always good to check it on a screen straight away, how, because they always, one of them is a little bit more to the left or right or something like that. Just for the position. Nice. Now you will call me obsessed, but I think I'm gonna try this one as well with the little bit of sprinkle over, because it looks quite nice. Now you tell me what you think, guys. One more. Right. Okay, they look nice. Now, so I've got the other surfaces, like just a plate, which is brown, and I'm using malted milk with little cow in it. Yeah, quite nice biscuits. And I'm gonna go with 4 like this. Don't worry, I'm not gonna be doing them with the sugar, these ones. Let's have a look how they look. 4. Let's have a look if they're gonna look better if there's 6 of them. With smaller gaps maybe. Not sure about the shape, but let's go with it. And also, I should have put them this way, I think, if I'm using 6 of them. Looks nice. Again, it needs a little bit reflector on one side. Fab. Now there are obviously other biscuits which we could use. I've got these ones, custard creams. We just got, again, I could put it on a lighter surface. Yeah, can you see? Nice contrast there. Or you might want to kind of think actually they look better on that darker surface. Up to you. I quite like when things are slightly more contrasty. This biscuit is a little bit running away. Now decide whether you want smaller gaps, bigger gaps between them. Yeah. Although again, you might have to use the reflector And the light is actually going as well a little bit outside as it is late afternoon. Oh, nice. The pattern on them looks really nice. So make sure you're focusing on a pattern. Yeah, that your focusing point doesn't slip anywhere else. They have got a really beautiful pattern on them. God, this one is not in a row properly. You notice these things when you actually look on the screen afterwards. Cool. So there were these cream ones. Well, obviously you could probably try to put them, instead of laying them just flat, maybe standing them, yeah, and making the row. I have got also the chocolate version of these. I was after bourbons, which are traditional British, but they didn't have any. Maybe we could just have a nice kind of stripy. Oh, I need one more. Two more actually. I can hear my assistant rustling there. No eating the props. Thank you. Wow, oh my god, I think I made a so really long row of them. Right, do we want it nice, straight, like a soldier, or do we want it wonky? Let's see how it's gonna look wonky one. I think we will need a reflector again, probably. Yes, we do. Because they are really high now, aren't they? It's amazing how a little card like that makes such a difference. So, I quite like it wonky this time. Usually I'm perfectly on everything, but you yourself play. Have a go, play, explore, try different. You still want this there? Different shapes, different patterns, different amounts. I like that. Would be better with a little bit stronger reflector, but I'm gonna pull it a little bit closer to the window. As I said, the light is going. Nice, very nice. They look actually quite nice to eat. What else do we have? We have got one more which I wanted to show you as well. Again, not my choice usually of the background, but I thought I found this plate. Let's see. Let's see how it's gonna look, yeah, on this plate. Just quickly. So you have one upside down in there. Oh no, that doesn't look right to me, but let's have a look. How are they gonna look on this pattern? I'm using kind of only the pattern of the middle of that plate. Interesting. Maybe everybody's cup of tea. It becomes really busy, but very interesting. Let me just. I'm gonna try to organize them along the circle of it. Oh, do I have enough here? And again, do you want them, you know, various colors, or you're gonna keep it one color only? Up to you to experiment. Ah, it's quite cute. But also, obviously, yeah, those are hard surfaces. But I'm sure everybody's mum has got in a kitchen there, a kitchen towel, and you could probably use a kitchen towel, bit of color. That probably will go the best with our jammy rings, because they're quite big, and obviously they've got a red jam, which will complement to it. I'm gonna pull it closer to me. Right, let's see if we will need a card. We probably will. It's nice, the pattern of the actual cloth will give you guidance how to organize them so they are exactly perfectly from each other. Perfect! Let me just have one more with that reflector, whatever is gonna make a huge difference. Nice. it does actually make quite a difference. Nice. Right, and I think that's probably it. So we looked at different kind of composition and organizing the biscuits. Obviously, if you think, oh, biscuits are not my thing, oh, I'm gonna do it with pork pies or Scotch eggs or any other British product, that's fine. And because the best bit afterwards is to eat it, isn't it? So remember, try to create different patterns, different compositions, try different surfaces, and just have fun. Alright then, see you next time. Bye!